I don't want to say it's a high percentage because it's kind of vary based on team and based on situation, but it is one of the top 5 reasons that we have defects in the system. And funny enough, I was actually with a client just recently trying to understand what was the root of their quality issue. They had a quality issue coming out the other side, and asked us to come in and help them understand what's driving that quality issue. Unfortunately for them, it wasn't just one thing, right? Driving the quality issue was a number of different things, but one of them was the requirements that were going into the system. And I usually refer to like the product development process as a machine or a system. So you like put something in one side of it, it moves its way through, and then something spits out the other side. I don't know if that's great or not. But the requirements coming in, if they're not well understood, so there's two problems with it. If they're not well understood, and you're sending stories through that lack detail, that lack any concept of like why are we building this to give the engineer something to bite on, that causes one issue. But then the other issue is we didn't understand the need from the customer well enough. And so we write stories that we think are the right things, but we
Yeah.
haven't done the work on the front side to decide to determine that whether that's the right thing or not. Too many times I see customers like, well, I know my customer. I don't need to talk to them. I know what they need. Just write it this way. And then when we take it out to the customer and we show them what we've built, they're like, not quite, you know? So those are the 2 big kind of when it comes to the requirements not being right, those are the 2 big drivers. And what can we do about it? Well, we can get out there and talk to our customers.
Yeah.
We can get out there and do the work. Having a product person, whether it's a product manager, a business analyst, which does in some cases fall into the product world, or the product owners, we can talk about product owners in a minute, um, somebody that is responsible for taking the information from the world, turning it into accurate stories of requirements to be fed um, into our development team. So that's one big way to do it. Make sure you have someone that is dedicated to doing that. And then two is actually getting out there and talking to them. Talk to our customers. Our user researchers. We have UX guys here that are awesome at getting out there and really understanding what are the pain points of our users. What are the pain points and challenges? What are the delighters? Like, what do they love? What makes them happy? And being able to shape requirements that help solve their most sticky issues in a way that they're going to want to buy it and they're going to want to love it. So I think those are probably the key ways of addressing at least that element of quality issue.
Yeah.
There's lots more as we go through that it talks about, like, breaking down silos. So, it's not a throw it over the wall and hope what comes out the other side is right. So, when we write a story or when we put a requirement together, we should be working with the development team so closely so that they understand it, they understand the context behind it. Why are we doing this? What's the broader picture so that they understand how these pieces fit together, so that they can make good decisions about how to build something